behind is the machine number 3 re-engineered. Machine number 3, inspired by a spaceship, which we launched in 2009 now. We stopped production last year, and we're bringing out the new re-engineered version. What's different is legibility of the time. I wore my HM3 for 2 years. I adore that watch, and I actually couldn't read the time at all on it, and that's probably also getting old, but I think it was really difficult to read the time. This time, instead of having a hand going around, what do we have? The cones turn.
Oh, so that's the minutes right there, correct?
Exactly. So what do we have here? It's 2:30. It's 2:45. It's 3 o'clock. And how can I see that being at the back? Because you can also have the time on top.
Oh, so now you have the time on top and...
Exactly. So we've finally made a system which looks virtually the same, but is much easier to read the time. But what really does not look the same, and why we call it Megawind, is what you see at the back here. Look at this blue part here. Central titanium shaft, 2 blued gold blades. It's the largest automatic rotor that we know of, with this battle axe look onto it. Remember when I remember when I was a kid, I used to see these magicians cut these ladies in two in a box. And wonder how the hell did they do that? Well, that's exactly the same thing. When the rotor turns, it actually decapitates the hours and minutes, and you wonder, how does this work? Of course, we found a way to make it work. And so the machine number 3 Megawind will be delivered next week, the first pieces, and we're launching this in Basel.
How many pieces are you making of this?
We'll make 20 pieces in white gold, 20 pieces in red gold every year. It's not limited, but we won't make more than that.
And what's the price point of these pieces?
$92,000 US.
And it's called the Megawind, correct?
The Megawind.
Beautiful piece. You said the response has been very good with your retailers worldwide?
It's been pretty amazing. This year we were on fire. I don't know what we did different. I think we actually didn't do anything different. We continue hitting on the same nail of creativity and high quality.
Yeah, I don't think it's about, we discussed it before, I don't think it's doing anything different. I think it's about building the brand, and now people know the brand, and the quality of the brand is one of the best out there, and people are asking for the pieces. I mean, you're making great pieces, and you're doing an amazing job, so congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Tell us a little about this. This has been getting a lot of press.
This is the first machine we've created which doesn't give time. It's a foray into kinetic art, which we've been working on for years now. I used to say a few years ago that I would not create anything which was not watch related. And when I visited Rouge, which Rouge is the last music box manufacturer in the world, high-end music box. And they're in St. Croix in Switzerland, with 45 employees who craft everything by hand, and they're very traditional. What they do usually is your beautiful marquetry wooden box with a music machine in it. Actually, a music box works exactly like a watch movement. You wind it up, you wind your barrel exactly like a watch. Here you've got 2 barrels. Then, from this coil, it will send energy and information through gears to these cylinders, which will start turning. And they have to turn at exactly the right speed. You've got a speed regulator, which is exactly the same system as on a minute repeater on a watch. And what we've done here is we've chosen 3 songs here, 3 songs there. As it's inspired by basically by science fiction, we of course had to have
Oh wow.
That's the Star Trek theme.
And this is definitely a one-of-a-kind item. And how many of these did you make with this collaboration?
So with Rouge we're going to do 33 in white and 33 in black. And they're virtually, that I know of, completely all sold out. We're starting delivery also next week. We're managing finally to get our manufacturing at the same time as our launches. And the work in this is absolutely mind-boggling. All this, you've got 1,400 little steel pins which are placed in this cylinder, all manually. They will then afterwards hit the comb, where each tooth of the comb has to be tuned, so they put more or less a lead on it, so the sound works out well. And the work in this, everything is done at the Rouge workshops. The work in this is mind-boggling.
This is amazing. And what's going to be the price point of this?
And that's the big surprise. 13,500 euros.
Oh, wow. And are you going to sell this to your retailers in the U.S., or how is this going to be sold?
So it's going to be sold at all our retailers for those who are going to get pieces they've ordered, and in our Mad Gallery in Geneva.
Okay.
So what you have here, Star Wars, the Empire Strikes Back, and Star Trek. And on here, I chose 3 songs which were, I'll say, the most iconic of my youth. It was very difficult to choose only 3. You've got John Lennon, Imagine. You've got Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall. And you've got, and that was amazing when we went to see Rouge and said we wanted this. We've got Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water. So imagine that they usually do more Mozart than that. And when we arrived with the
Pink Floyd,
the Deep Purple guitar riff, they were a little bit puzzled, but they actually did manage to transform this into reality.
One thing is you could wear any watch. Tell us about why you're wearing this watch today.
Actually, I've been wearing the Legacy for a year and a half now, and from tomorrow onwards I'm switching to the Mega Wind. I usually wear one of my pieces for about a year and a half, 2 years. It's probably one of my biggest challenges was to create an innovative classic timepiece. Everybody is creating classic timepieces, and it's been going on for dozens of years. So try and do something which really is different was a big challenge. I think we managed. We managed so well that you're going to see Legacy 2 on 3rd of September. We're going to unveil it. And then from this year onwards, we're staggering. So this year Legacy 2, next year HM6, then Legacy 3, then HM7. We've got 6 new machines in the pipeline. Some are virtually already in prototype and been testing, and others are just on designs. But it's opening a whole new chapter of our creative life.
Well, Max, congratulations on your success and your innovation. You're one of the best in the industry, and Haute Time is very excited to see your success and the growth of the brand, and we thank you so much for your time at Baselworld.
Pleasure.